Okay, guys, so Ultimate Gohan dropped, so it's time for a new tier list. Unfortunately, no patch notes, thank you, Squadra Blast, but hopefully next week we start getting patch notes again, but I won't do another tier list until Broly drops. So yeah, let's do it. Diamond Goku, I think bro is still Z tier. I've been seeing a lot of stuff lately, you know, with Boss Secure and stuff. It's just kind of like what you could do with Piccolo and Goku, like, you know, you drops bomb, Kamehameha, Meteor Hammer, and then Piccolo special beams. It's just basically guaranteed the boss is gone in like 2 seconds. You could do like Goku Spirit Bomb and then Goku ult, and then you basically guarantee it in 2 seconds. Yeah, it's the only thing is that his Pansy Bomb is just not what it used to be, but his Pansy Bomb is still like, it's not bad. It's actually like still really, really good. The DOT is still insane. I think the nerfs were like, I don't know. I still think his biggest problem is his movement, because you could just kind of like, you know, jet aeroplane in and then jet out, and then it's like if you get the 16 buff, it's actually over for your enemy. Like, you are so fast, it's unbelievable. When you're skill free, like the buffs you get from like getting hit or whatever, insane. And movement is just so insane in this game. So like, I don't know. I can see how people put him in A tier, but me personally, I think bro is still Z. I think bro is still like, you know, tearing up the competition, you know, compared to other characters. For sure. So yeah, Diamond Goku in Z tier. I'm gonna just go in random order, to be honest. So let's do Super Saiyan Vegeta. Let's do a tank. You never really see this character anymore. Of course we did Squadra Blast, and we had a Super Saiyan Vegeta, and like none of us played bad, but it's just like compared to the other counterpart, it's just like it's night and day, isn't it? It's not fair, basically. It's not fair. This guy used to, like, he was pretty goddamn good in season 1, but now with this secreted in the game, it's like, bah, it's actually over. I'm gonna put him in B or C, depends how this tier list goes, but I think he's decent. Like, he's got good like farming capabilities, I guess, and his sustain is very like good, but yeah, like the damage is not there. The damage is just not there, to be honest. Everything else is like on a decent level, so I will put him in B. So yeah, it is what it is, bro. Sorry buddy, you got counterpart. I'm gonna put him in C, actually. I'm gonna put him in C for now. Okay, Kid Gohan. So obviously bro got kind of replaced by his counterpart, but he's still insanely good. I still think, you know, Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan is definitely a thing that's going to be run still. And I mean, you know, he's still banned. This Ultimate Gohan is banned in Squadra Blast, so all you're going to be seeing is Kid Gohan, maybe hit, depends how it goes. Because we got the EU tournament like tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So, yep, it's pretty awesome. He's very, very, very strong still. Just like, unfortunately, this man is Austrian Pater himself, and he just yeah, absolutely, it's just, yeah. Yep, I'm not going to say anymore, but yeah, it's still incredibly good. Barrier, you know, Barrier Gohan is very decent. It's very, very broken. 2 stuns. His ult is very good, and apparently there was a bug where his friendship boost stacked twice. So if that was happening, like, my god, what kind of juice was this man on? Like, that's what I'm saying. Alright. Oh, you know, okay, I'll do Deborah. Let's do a little something, shall we? Let's do a little something for Big Deborah, my favorite, most awesome character. Let's give him like, let's be nice, okay? Let's give him like a D-. It looks weird, but like, whatever. Let's give him like D-. Yeah, like, what does he even do, guys? Guys, what does he do? Like, I'm so serious. He's like, okay, so in the first 2 minutes of the match, he's decent, right? But all you have to do is just kind of like, it's so easy to play around him. It's incredibly easy to play around him. I don't know, unless they rework his entire kit or petrification, I think he's gonna be bad for the game's history. Like, I'm so serious. He just does like, he's a melee character, right? And you need to unleash your whole kit onto someone to have a chance at petrification, and hope to god that they don't vanish, right? Oh, use the spears. Still doesn't really do anything, because like, tanks are so, well, people say he's a tank killer. Bro does not kill tanks. No, he doesn't. And then any other DPS kind of have like they don't really need to vanish. They have like movement abilities. Like Piccolo's got his arm grab thing. You're not really using it. You're not really seeing it. Okay, so like, let's be honest, right? You're only gonna be really seeing like Piccolo, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Goku. Bojack could be a... No, but the thing is, Bojack can't be a Dabura victim because Bojack is long range and this guy's a melee up in your face character. You know, it's just not gonna happen. Yeah. Like, there's no chance. Gammas, you can only take up one of their lives with petrification. Unless they're ulted, which, I don't know, like, if that happens, they're just a bad Gamma player. Like, this guy just... The whole roster just, like, fucks him, bro. Like, immensely hard. Like, it's crazy. Like, that shit is, like, live leak. This is all I'm saying, but... He's so bad. He's just so bad. If you pick this character, you're actually a detriment to your team. You're only going to be getting a few picks in the first, like, 2 minutes. And we all know that kills don't really do a lot in this game. So you're just doing it for nothing. You're just doing it for the sake of, aha, I've killed you, haha, I'm the Demon King. He has no secure. His moves are just terrible and do no damage. He's reliant on petrification. And you can't even get petrification off half the time. But again, like, you know, I always say, Dabura has to put his whole kit into one kill. And he's not even guaranteed that kill. Piccolo can light grenade you and you lose like 75% of your HP. Or Goku just uses his, you know, his Meteor Hammer, Kamehameha combo, and you're dead. You know, like, he's just... it's really sad. It's a sad life for Dabura. It really is. But, hey, bro, what can you do? What can you do? Speaking of, let's go to the Gammas. D tier. Haha. They never die. They never die. They do 1,000,000 damage. They got the stun from their ult. Core Breaker is a very good boss secure. Outside of that, they do melt bosses like crazy, though. They do melt, but they don't have, like... You know, it's not Spirit Bomb, you know what I mean? I would say, like, yeah, no, the Gammas are definitely better than Daima. Like, no diff. No diff. No diff. The 2 being buffed is a 5-second cooldown. Reminds me a lot of Meteor Hammer, but just with a bigger range and just, like, I feel like it does more damage, but, you know, don't quote me on that. I don't really use Gammas a lot, but I know they're insane-o. The blasters melt. The skill 1 also melts. It's just, the buffs they got, I feel like they're the biggest glow up in the game's history because, like, in season 1 they were like C or B tier. Like, now they're top 2 best DPS in the game. So yeah, they're like a little bit. They're not tough to play. I don't think so. Like, but they're a little bit more tough to play than, you know, maybe Goku or something because timing the ult, like the stun, is incredibly useful, especially in team fights. You want to like interrupt people and stuff like that. As we all know, the CC meta is in full force this season, with every single character having like a 2 million second stun. And yeah, they're part of it. So yeah, they're really, really, really good. Yeah, W Gammas, man. W Gammas. Caulifla, I will put her in A. Still, like, Raph is still incredibly annoying. Like, so I talk about, you know, oh, Super Saiyan Goku can take boss in 3 seconds. She's actually one of the only characters that can counter that. Because what you could do, you could just harass the Goku, and then they have to put the Spirit Bomb on you, and then it'll probably miss boss. So that makes her, like, incredibly strong in and of itself. You know, and obviously she's still very, very tanky, very, very healthy. You know, she's got the barrier move. She's got the, she's just very good. She's still very good and very annoying. Raph, or, oh my god, Provoke, my bad, guys, is just like a disgusting mechanic, basically. Yep, very, very strong. Very, very strong. Speaking of, like, her, well, no, I wouldn't say her counterpart, but, like, you know, Cooler is still very good, too. Insane ult, just, like, the ult is just, like, what? Like, I don't know why a tank has an ult like this, where, like, it gathers everyone up, does a bajillion damage, and then you're just chilling, and then you just kill everything, but I wouldn't say he's, I think he's a decent against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. But I would say Caulifla is better because then you could just kind of fuck with their DPS and help your DPS with secure. But at the end of the day, if you're not using Super Saiyan for Vegeta, you are kind of like throwing, to be honest, which is really sad. But if you want to be quirky, Caulifla is the time. But I'm talking about Cooler. I love Cooler. Cooler is very fun. They did nerf him quite a decent bit. but he's still very strong. Like, having iframes on every single one of your skills is still just insane, though. I hope Broly has something like that, or like, maybe when every time Broly uses a move, he becomes anti-CC immune. You know? That'd be excellent. But like, honestly, I feel like if they do release Broly like that, we'll probably end up hating him more than we end up loving him. But hey, we'll find out when that happens. Who do we want to do next? Let's do Frieza. Frieza is like kind of garbage. I don't know. He if you want to get, again, like I'll say it every time, if you want to get to S rank, he's great. He's amazing. You just play solitaire. You just farm everything. He's not the character that kills anything, but it's just like, if you want to secure and stuff and get bosses, like, you know, he is kind of the guy. He is the only tech that could kind of do it, except like Gohan with his ult. But even then, it's not that good. Like, no, I feel like as soon as they add a tech that can secure bosses like really consistently, it might be over. Like, it might be dead. But yeah, when you hit S rank, you just, like, people just wait for you to put down Zaba the Dodoria. They will not leave you alone. You're incredibly squishy. You can't really secure boss because you need time to set up. And by the time you set up, Goku's already thrown the Spirit Bomb at GG's. So I wouldn't say he's like really bad, because he does have his use in early like ranks and stuff. Like, he's very good when people don't really care about objectives, because objectives will win you the game. He's incredibly quick, so you can rat really easy. Just not as good as Hit. But yeah, Hit can't secure to save his life, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, like, it's unfortunate that he just falls off so hard in high rank, because he's just like, he's kind of like a skill check character. But hey, bro, you know, it is what it is. I do like Frieza though. He is a cool character. Gotenks. Apparently, like, Gotenks got some shadow buffs, and he's not very good anymore. But like, I don't know, I'll put him in B tier. Like, I remember, like, I don't know, season 1, it was just like you would get backstab and then, you know, use your stun over and over and over again. They increased his stun cooldown to 14 seconds. And apparently, like, it's way easier to dodge now, which I think is true, because every time I face him, I'm like, oh, well, this stun's not so bad. His ult is still incredibly annoying, but only at kind of like level 3. Like, level 1 and 2 is so easily dodgeable. Donut are useless. Ghosts are really annoying, but, you know, they just do like extra damage, and the slow is quite annoying too. He used to, like, well, I would say he used to. He puts up like good DPS numbers for a technical, but yeah, unfortunately they released Ultimate Gohan, so yeah, there's not enough DPS now. Well, I don't know. I don't think, like, honestly, people like Ultimate Gohan is a DPS disguised as a technical, but the only time he does that is during his ult. So anyway, I'll put him in B rank, because I'm not entirely sure if he's like that bad. I thought, like, you know, Annie, he's like the Gotenks man. He was like, he's useless. He's garbage. So I'm going to take his word for it. But I won't put him in like C tier, because I feel like that's bullying. Yeah, Krillin I will put in like, I don't know, like, he's not bad. D tier, I think it's crazy. I don't think he's D tier. Like, he does good something. I don't know. It's just really unfortunate, because compared to other technicals, he really just doesn't bring a lot of value. Because it's like, this, obviously he does everything. 17, I think he's kind of like overglazed. I don't think he has much use outside of the Gohan barrier matchup, which obviously doesn't really happen anymore, because Boo, again, like, I don't know, Boo kind of like fell off, man. Boo was like really seeing the glaze. I missed the patch notes, man, because when he got that first patch notes, people were losing their minds. He's like, Boo is top 1! And that was like sick, because it was like, you know, meta's changed, W Boo. And now, like, we haven't got a patch note since season 2 started, except for that Gohan Ultimate bug fix, which was much needed. And then there's Hit, who has infinite invisibility, you know, stuns, you know, blinds, you know, all that jazz, everything under the sun. And then there's Krillin, who can solar flare and and do mines. Whoa, holy Krillin, chill. Yeah, I'll put him in C. I think Vegeta's better than Frieza. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Big Top. Ooh, top O, top O. I'm gonna put him in B tier. His counter is just so bad. Like everything else in his kit, actually kind of decent. Like he does. I don't really like his ultimate for secure. I don't think it works very well. But like, because it's weird because it lands and it does a little bit of damage, and then the God of Destruction, like DOT stacks, happens afterwards, I think. And it's just kind of weird. But like, I guess you could just, that's kind of a skill issue on my part, you could just play around it. But counter is just like, like, you know, like you look at the top meta right now, this guy counters his counter. This guy annihilates his counter. Yeah, you could with your ult if you really wanted to do that. Yeah, it's just like any stun just interrupts his counter. I don't understand why. Because his counter isn't even that good. You can dodge it. Like, it says unavoidable. It is avoidable. They need to give his counter, like, give him immune to all. Like, Vegeta gets on his barrier and shit like that. And that would actually make him... I think that would make him, like, decent. I think it would. Because then, you know, when you're in a big fucking team fight and people just go willy-nilly with their shit, you can actually pop that counter and maybe do something. But then, if you... Yeah, it's just like... I think he needs like a little buff, and then he could actually be a really good DPS. Trust me, Topo season is next season, chat. I promise you, the patch notes will be crazy. When they give him immune to all, and give him, like, you know, even more bonus HP, it's over for the enemy team. Topo will rule Gekishin Squadra, I promise. Okay, BoJack, A tier, very good. Just like, yeah, his slow is ridiculous. His mines and, you know, his skill 1. Yeah, is very good. Like, he does a lot of damage now. The only thing bad about him is his ultimate. Like, his ultimate is still dreadful. Like, it's either they rework the ultimate or give him, like, iframes when he uses it. Or it's cooked. Like, I don't think he needs any more buffs. I think he's in a good spot. I think if you're smart with the ult, in team fights, it can kind of go crazy. But at the end of the day, if you kind of upgrade your ultimate over your other skills, you're kind of throwing with this character, and that's just kind of weird in my opinion. But yeah, he does really big damage. The slow is insane. Like, I think the best part about his kit is the slow because it's just so massive, and yeah, it slows. Like, not having movement speed just sucks. Yeah, you just kind of have to play range, play back. You can't be like overly aggressive. Like, the only thing, another thing bad about him is his early game is really dreadful. Like, until you get to level like 8 or level 8, I guess. I mean, that's always been a problem with BoJack. Like, his early game is just terrible. It was so bad. But what can you do, unfortunately? Yeah, great character now. Very happy with the buffs that they gave him. I just wish they would, like, if they're gonna do another Squadra Blast, they need to not put the game's patch notes on hold. I feel like that's very unhealthy. I feel like players can adapt to you know, meta changes, even with the tournament coming out soon or whatever. It just kind of sucks. It just kind of ruins the flow of the game, I think, and, like, you know, making people come back. All right, Oob. I think Oob is not very good. I think Oob will go into the C tier, maybe like top of C. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you compare him to the other DPS, like, his early game is like just dreadful, and there is, like, I feel like there's just kind of no payoff compared to other characters. Like, he's the only character who's like immune to CC, so you think he would be like, oh, the next coming of Christ, but his early game is just so abysmal. And, you know, his ultimate is decent, and he does good damage. Am I really gonna say Oob is better than Topo? I mean, Topo is better than Oob. Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe I'll put him here. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'll put him there. Like, maybe I was being too harsh in the C tier. Like, he's fine, but I don't know, what can he do? He's kind of like Garbo. To be honest, I don't know. Late game he can cook, but, you know, he's based on all those rush attacks, man. Wicked Warrior Demon ? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Anyway, let's do this, man. Easy Z tier. How is he still Z tier since launch, man? Since the beta, bro. He's been fucking Z tier. How has this happened? How is this real life? Just, like, actually the most insufferable character. Like, I don't know. He's just annoying me because I don't really like the fact, I prefer in season 1 where boss didn't get taken in like 3 seconds, right? I preferred when it was like kind of like a bit of a fight. But now it's just boss spawns, Spirit Bomb, Kamehameha, Meteor Hammer, you know, King Fairy, Gohan buff, GG, it's yours. It all belongs to you. Good game, good game. And it's just like, fuck, man. If that keeps happening, if that happens 2 more times, we lose the game. It's like, it's not fun. And then people are running build up and Sonic Barrier now, and it's like he never dies. He does 6 quadrillion damage, and then and he's just evil. He's evil incarnate. I mean, they gave him a nice Christmas skin, which is really cool, but my God, it's like it really feels like if you don't pick him, you have like a 50% chance of losing, like, because if you don't have Spirit Bomb to secure, you're not gonna get boss because the enemy has it and they will get boss. The only other character who I think could do it is like Piccolo, but my God, playing Piccolo is so rough this season. Speaking of him, he's definitely so good. I will put him top of A, but people know, and they want his cock, like, instantly. They want his green pickle, man. Like, especially with, you know, Vegeta being so, you know, aggressive, or like, not aggressive, like, just so, like, his presence is just so crazy. Like, you could just barrier up to this guy, and there's nothing he can do about it, and then you could just slam him into a wall and just dick him down, and then there's no chance of him getting special beam, like the secure for special beam off, because, you know, people like to, well, like, you should charge your special beam all the way just to guarantee the boss, and people like, well, I mean, you want to like stay back and just kind of like, you know, do it, right? But you know, if Vegeta's like, oh wait, hang on a second, where's the Piccolo? Oh, he's there, fucking kill him, fucking, you know, it's just, it's really hard to play to secure boss with this guy if you know, the enemy team spot you. But other than that, Light Grenade is ridiculous still. He does a bajillion rush attack damage. The stretchy arm is so good. The only thing letting him down is Hellzone Grenade. That's it. But yeah, incredibly good DPS. I think he's very, very fun. Very, very good. Very, very awesome. Yeah, I do enjoy a good Piccolo. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I will not put him in the Z tier this time. I'll put him at the very tippy top of A. Maybe I need to put Gohan. I think Gohan is definitely like way better than these guys. I think the only reason, I don't know, yeah. Is he better? No, Piccolo better. Piccolo better, I would say. Yeah, unfortunately, right, you kind of got to use your brain with this character now. I know. Oh, God, heaven. Oh, no, because, you know, you can't just IT on anyone willy-nilly anymore because you don't do a bajillion damage at the start. They might actually be able to counter you and kill you before that Kamehameha is over, which is insane, I know. Like, what's going on there? IT is still so incredibly strong because if you are actually a good Super Saiyan 3 Goku and you pay attention to like the enemy in the other lane or like an enemy in your lane who's quite low, like just get like, there's always that moment where, you know, oh, you got them down to like, you know, 10% HP. Oh fuck, they've got away. This guy kind of like, if you got a good one and they pay attention, they can definitely get your ass, and like it's so fucking annoying still. But Kamehameha is just not what it used to be. It's not very good at like, well, we all know what it was like in season 1. Like all the minions belong to him, everything belongs to him. But now that it has like a startup and it doesn't get crazy until the later half of the Kamehameha, you do notice it. And sometimes if you want Kai in the middle, sometimes you just really don't do enough damage. And also, like the fact that he gets his ultimate at level 7 is quite bad because you don't really have secure. Especially with Kamehameha not being what it used to be, you don't have good secure until level 7. And Dragon Fist is still insane. They didn't touch Dragon Fist at all. They only touched Kamehameha. And, like, obviously that's his big moneymaker move. But, my God, dude, Dragon Fist is still just so disgusting. Like, so many fucking, like, this character is still, like, such a rat piece of shit. Like, he has the melee air move just to gain distance and... it does negative damage, but you just use it for mobility anyway. Like, you don't really use it for damage anyway. And then, like, he just has, like, so many get out of jail free cards still. Like, 3 get out of jail free cards is still insane. And he's just such a rat. He's just such a fuck. But, you know, he definitely does not feel as strong as he was in Season 1. I haven't really been playing him that much either. But, I can tell by, like, I do face him from time to time. The only thing that's fucked me off about him is Dragon Fist still. But I guess it's his ultimate. I guess he needs something. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's fallen off, but like he's just not as good as the other guys on this tier list, in my humble opinion. Okay, Trunks. I'm just gonna go in order now because I CBA. Trunks, I'm gonna put him in B tier. He's so squishy. His damage is kind of like, like everyone. Okay, so everyone is running build up this season. Build up, solid barrier. And he needs to run snowball or he'll do negative damage. So obviously, like, it's just very high risk, kind of like medium reward. Yeah, you could easily throw with this guy. He kind of reminds me of BoJack last season. Like, well, no, he doesn't really, because BoJack was just terrible anyway at level 11. At least this guy at level 11 is like really good. I think, like, yeah. Yeah, poor fella. He needs some buffs. Hopefully, when they drop his cosmetic, like his intro, they do give him some buffs that make him good. He's just so squishy, like from level 1. But his kit is good, but it's just such high cooldowns too. Like I know his whole gimmick is when you get a kill, you reset the cooldown so that you could use it over and over. It just I don't know. I don't think it cuts it, to be honest. It's always very good. I definitely faced some Trunks that fucked me up, for sure. But at the end of the day, I just don't think he's that good. The Topo clears, easy. 18, I'm putting it in C tier, dude. What does she even do? What does she do? I faced like a couple 18s. Worst, like one of the worst DPS ults in the game, except the Mora. Like, it's so easy to dodge. If you get hit by it, it's just kind of like, oh, that's on me. That. Because I've been hit by it a few times. I'm like, god damn. I just like people like I don't know. Yeah, everyone running build up. She's a melee character. She's like you gotta get close and stuff like that. And they don't have like the sustain of like the Gabbas and like the speed of Goku and then just Goku being Goku. Like he's only up. He's up here because like his Sakura is just so insane. I think maybe you could probably kill a Goku as 18. I feel. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's very good. The melee character sucks balls in this game. I won't lie. Like every other one of these. I mean Topo actually, but Topo is like he's a very healthy man, and he's got the counter, I guess. But his counter sucks. But she doesn't have a stun to stop it, so unlucky to 18. And they also nerfed her because she was such a menace to the game. She was such a menace. She had dude, those Destructo discs was too OP. Clearly, she definitely needed a nerf. My God. Anyway, Kale. I'm seeing a lot of Kales, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I think she's like okay. I think ever since she lost her Cell Juniors, her Gold Cell Juniors, she really has dropped off. I mean, yeah, last season I was cursing her out. Like I fucking hated this character, but now. I don't really feel like when she beats me the fuck out of me, I'm like, damn, that's my fault. Like, that's my fault. Because if, like, you just ignore her big orb thing, and then you just, you know, she doesn't do that much damage, and then you're good. But she, like, her burst is insane. For sure. And her, like, her being able to take her farm quite easy is really good. Yeah, I just think ever since, and her ult is like interesting for sure. Like against people, it's crazy, but against like NPCs, it's meh. Yeah, I just think she's a Cell Junior merchant. Wow. Okay. Well. Who do we have here, man? Come on, like as if. It's ridiculous. Like, come on. Like, come on. He's ridiculous. He's OP. Like, he just gaps every single other tank in the game. No contest. No nothing. Like, no nothing. He's just that guy. Like, we all know. We all love being stunned to the wall for 2 seconds. We all love his barrier. stopping us from getting to objectives, and just being just an overall pain in the ass. We all love his like his skill 1, which drags you in, and then he gets rush attack damage, and then he gets just like, you know, it's just everything. We all love his ult, which is just so good at level 1 that you just don't really need to upgrade it. You know, just so overtuned, that I actually think like he's probably the biggest mistake in the game so far. Like I don't know, like people were last season. Tank role was really abysmal. It was just pick Khalifa and you know, just Wrath everything. It was really awesome, really fun. And now it's just get stunned to the wall for 2 seconds, get like take a bajillion damage, and then when you were trying to secure boss or something, you get final shined, and then you can't do shit. Like final shine is tickle damage, but my god, the knockback is just so tilting. Like, and then he just never dies too. Like you run to build up steel skin, just never dies. Just always lives. Barrier, like the barrier is just keeping him alive all the time. Barrier is just the most broken ability in the game, along with that kick, along with his whole kit. Just he's ridiculous. Like thank god his passive was only just like, you know, rush attack damage, and not like, oh, he gets even more defense. Like bit like I don't know. Like the tank is such an important role, right? And before this, like, I don't know how they went from, you know, pseudo DPS that never dies, not really good DPS, but like they have, well, I would call it good DPS. You leave a bullshit mechanic which keeps you alive forever, and then you also do like decent damage, and you're also really annoying and really fast. And then they go straight to barrier, stun, like crowd control, you know, like CC on every single one of his moves, like, you know, the one that drags in, you know, the fucking stun into the wall, and then the barrier you can push enemies around with, and then final shine you can push enemies around with. Like, how the fuck did they do that? How did they think of that? I'd be like, yeah, this is like a year fucking free character, and he just came out now. It doesn't make sense. Like, it really doesn't make sense, because all other tanks are like just kneeling to him, like, bow down, bitch. I'm the king. Anyway, Cell D tier, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, he was like low-key kind of playable. He was playable. He wasn't good last season, but now that Mr. Big Bollocks has shown his like, bro, fucking put his nuts on Cell's forehead, it's over. It's just over, because you know, the second you get slammed into that wall, your Cell's health is like half HP at that point, and then the DPS just fucks you up, and then it's over. Every time I face Cell when I'm playing Super Saiyan 4, he is always like, they're always about to lose, and he's still first form. Like, I do not know how they did not giga buff this man when they knew they were dropping Super Saiyan 4. Like, his ultimate is like, apparently it's good. I don't think it's that good. I think his whole kit is just kind of ass. Well, like, I don't know, like his skill 1 is decent, right? I think he's okay when he goes perfect, but like he's still not Khalifa or cooler. His regen is worthless. The fact that he does not have immune to all while he regens is insane. So you can just stun him out of it. Like, what a useless ability for this character. And even then, I think even if it had immune to all, like, it would just be like, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be okay. Like, make it a counter or something, make him do damage, I don't know. Give him something, bro. He's just so terrible. Just so bad. And then there's Zamasu too. I think Zamasu's better than Bell. But Zamasu also just tickle monster since the start. Tickle monster! Uh-oh, run! He does have good survivability with his passive, but here's the thing. Like, if you are in the middle of like a really important boss or something and shit like that, you gotta go like farm to make sure you have your passive so that you don't die instantly. Like, that's just bad character design. Like, he should like gradually restore his gauge over time or something, or, you know, like, I don't know, like, you know that lunge attack, which is literally a way worse version than the Vegeta kick? Like, what are we doing with these characters? They're just fodder. They're just absolutely worthless when you compare them to Vegeta. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's Baby. What the fuck? Yeah, like, what the fuck? Well, I don't know, dude. What does he do? Oh my god, the lifesteal. Like, you don't even, like, the thing is, it's gotten so bad that you don't even use the lifesteal to give a person lifesteal. You use it so that you can recover your health as Baby. Like, is that not insane, man? Like, bro. Tanks are in such a terrible spot, and it's all because of this man. I mean, tanks were, like, arguably worse, because at least Vegeta is so broken that he's kind of fun. But, you know, anyway, haha. Ultimate Gohan. Oh my god. What? Okay, like, at first I was like, oh, Vegeta's way worse, but like, playing against him more, like, oh my god, kill me, man. Just kill me in Minecraft. Bro, what are we doing with these two characters? Okay, like, this is a year 5 character that they've released now. Like, I don't understand. He's like a fucking Kid Gohan. No, like, he's a Kid Gohan, Ultimate Gohan hybrid. Because I would say Hit, but like, Hit does not do what he's doing. Just like, why does he have the swap ability? The swapping places ability? Why does he have, like, build up? Why does he have stun on his build up? It's worse, it's bad enough that they get debuff when you get all 3 stacks. But a stun too? Like, are you fucking with me? Is that what you're doing? Is that you fucking with me? We're only like a few months into this game. Like, please, bro. Like, we need a patch note like this season that nerfs these two, and maybe like restore the balance again. Because if you're not picking these two, you're throwing. I mean, like, Kid Gohan, you could with Super Saiyan Goku, like, you can, like, I feel like that's fair. But like, you're throwing. You're just throwing if you don't pick these characters, and then the Gohan is still locked behind paywall. Vegeta's available in the Star Pass, but like, you know, we know what the Star Pass is like. It's ridiculous. His ult was like, I don't know, like, the thing is, people were like, oh my god, he is a DPS in a technical disguise. Like, I don't think so. I think the only thing that did that was his ultimate, and then his ult got nerfed. Apparently it was a bug. Like, the ult put way too many stacks of his passive on. And they fixed that now. I think his ultimate, like, is still very, very good. But it's just like the disrupt that you do is just so insane. Like, the swap ability, the stuns, the debuffs. What? Why? Why would you do that? I don't know why you would do that. It's evil. Very, very evil. And in Power Unleash, it's like you're telling me I can cycle these moves? And then you've got Flea? And then, like, do you notice how I just keep going? Like, I keep going and saying how many more mechanics he has and how many more shit he has than any other character in the game. And then, like, this is a very good character released 3 months into the game. Yes! Like, no, guys, no! They need nerfs. The buffs? No, they need nerfs. They need nerfs. Like, now-ish, please. It's not fun. Like, it's not a fun meta. Because stuns are already, I think in most games, stuns are very insufferable. There's nothing worse than not being able to control your character correctly and like how you want to control it. And then when you're getting like ragdolled and like you know, cooldown reduction with Power Unleash, and you're just being like fucking flown around like a pinball, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then this fucker comes along, rams you into a wall for 2 seconds, and you can't play the game. And then he barriers you, so you can't go back to your base. It's like, what the fuck are we thinking here? What are we thinking here? Like, they definitely did not playtest it. They definitely didn't. Or like if they did, they didn't use it correctly. They just don't understand. There's definitely a reason why they banned him in the fucking tournament, because my god, we would have seen like the most disgusting plays on planet Earth. Anyway, Android 17, I think, okay, maybe his buffs were kind of glazed a bit. I honestly think his only good matchup is against Kid Gohan and Goku. And then even then, like, you're not going to be seeing that anymore because Ultimate Gohan's here. So, yeah, I think he's fine. Like, he's decent. He's going to stay in the B tier. Ooh! Oh, you just don't see him anymore. you just do not see him at all. I think he's better. I'll put him top of C. Maybe I feel like he's better than Gotenks. I'll replace that, yeah. Sure. Sure. Hit, I think, do I put Hit in Z tier still? I don't know. I will. I'll put him very end. I just kind of think he offers like a bit more of a difference than Kid Gohan, because he's like the rat god. But again, ratting doesn't really come down to you know, having infinite stealth. I think it comes down to like your game sense and like, you know, ratting when everyone's on boss or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll put him in A. I don't think he's, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. He's still very strong. Like, we all know what Hit does. I just realized this video is going on for 40 minutes. Like, this is way too long. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. But let me know what you guys think. I'll have a little check over it actually real quick. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. I moved Oob down to C tier. Yeah, as you can see, the tank row is kind of in shambles. Half of them are ass. Like, it's so funny. And then, you know, I just think with these characters being so strong, they've kind of gotten rid of the diversity of the game. I didn't think there was much diversity last season anyway, if I'm being completely honest. It was just kind of like Daimaku, Super Saiyan 3, and you know, Caulifla and stuff like that. At the end of the day, there will always be the top team in this game, and that's probably what will just run the meta and whatnot. But I feel like last season there was nah, okay, no. I'm speaking out my ass. There were, well, okay, when it came to text, there was a lot more diversity. That's what I feel like, because you saw Gotenks, Hit, or Gohan. DPS was very kind of like one-dimensional, very like maybe Goku, or Goku. Yeah, that's actually true. And then Tank was like, I don't know, people ran Vegeta, people ran Caulifla, people ran Cooler, and then you had like the occasional Cell. It's just like kind of Baby and Zamasu were kind of like the ones left behind. But now that Vegeta's here, it's just kind of like they're all kind of obsolete compared to him, which is really funny. Except with Caulifla, maybe. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Please like and subscribe. Am I an idiot? Please let me know. I am curious to find out. Alright, see you boys.